Alright, let's cut right to it. Thanksgiving is about three key things: family, a ridiculous amount of food, and funding our accounts by cashing in on a huge day of football. If you want to make this holiday a profitable one, you are in exactly the right place. After a great primetime slate last week, we are back to break down every single game on the 2025 Thanksgiving schedule. So for the next few minutes, we're giving you our expert picks and the key injuries you absolutely have to know about. We'll also cover the latest odds for Packers at Lions, Chiefs at Cowboys, and that huge AFC North showdown between the Bengals and Ravens. We're hitting the spreads, the totals, and stick around till the end, because we're building a parlay you won't want to miss. Let's get into the first game. Kicking things off, we have a classic NFC North rivalry as the Packers head to Ford Field to take on the Lions. The kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Eastern, which is a bit of a shift from the usual time slot. The line on this one is razor thin, with the Lions favored by just 2.5 to 3 points. And the total is sitting around 48.5. Now don't forget, Green Bay actually handled Detroit pretty easily back in Week 1, but a lot has changed since then. The Lions can look almost unbeatable indoors, where Jared Goff has historically been a covering machine. But let's be honest, the Lions have seemed a little shaky lately, and their Thanksgiving record isn't exactly something to brag about. They've had trouble with good defenses, and the Packers' D has shown it can be a dominant force. The injury report is a big factor here. The Packers' offense has been banged up, and they just aren't the same unit without tight end Tucker Kraft. On the flip side, Detroit looks like the healthier team overall. Next up is the 4:30 p.m. Eastern game, and it's a potential Super Bowl preview with the Chiefs visiting the Cowboys in a massive game for both teams. The line opened with the Chiefs as 3.5-point favorites, but it is mostly settled at Chiefs -3. The total is a sky-high 52.5. Everyone's expecting a shootout between Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott, and why wouldn't they? But there are some trends here that point another way. The under has hit in 8 of the Chiefs' 11 games this season, and fading the Cowboys on Thanksgiving is a time-honored tradition for a reason. Dallas has an ugly 3-11 against the spread on Turkey Day since 2011. The Chiefs' offense hasn't been lighting up the scoreboard like you'd think, averaging just 21 points over their last 3 games. The smart money here might just be on the home dog. The Cowboys are riding high after a huge comeback win against the Eagles and have the firepower to keep up. I'm taking Dallas plus 3.5. I love getting that extra half point, and I think they can keep this game within a field goal. Before we get to our final game and the parlay, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We're dropping picks like these all season long. And let me know in the comments what's your lock of the week. Now, let's get to the Thanksgiving nightcap. The final game of the night is a massive AFC North battle at 8:20 p.m. Eastern, with the Bengals visiting the Ravens. Baltimore is currently a 7-point favorite, with the total set at 51.5 points. This game is all about the injury report. The big news is that Joe Burrow is expected to be back from his toe injury, which is a game changer for Cincinnati. The Bengals also get star receiver Jamar Chase back from a 1-game suspension. However, they'll be hurting without key players like wideout T. Higgins, who is out with a concussion, and defensive end Trey Hendrickson. On the other sideline, Lamar Jackson has been battling his own injuries, which has limited his explosive running ability. Even with Burrow's return, the Bengals' defense has been a huge problem, especially against the run, which is the perfect recipe for a Ravens offense, even with a less than 100% Lamar. I expect Baltimore to pound the rock all night. For the pick, that 7-point spread feels a little high for a divisional game, but since these defensive holes are too big to ignore, that's why I'm looking at the total instead. I'm taking the over 51.5. The Bengals defense is going to give up points, and a returning Joe Burrow will be slinging it to Jamar Chase to keep his team in it. This has all the makings of a back-and-forth shootout. For a prop, I love Mark Andrews over 37.5 receiving yards, as the Bengals have been awful against tight ends. So, to recap my top picks for your Thanksgiving feast, we're on the Packers +3, the Cowboys +3.5, and the over 51.5 in the Bengals-Ravens game. And for our official Thanksgiving Day parlay, let's tie 2 of those picks to a player prop. We'll take the Cowboys +3.5, the over 51.5 in the Bengals-Ravens game, and let's add Rashee Rice to score an anytime touchdown. He's become a go-to guy for Mahomes, and Dallas has given up a ton of yards after the catch this season. That's all for our Thanksgiving preview. Enjoy the games, enjoy the food, and let's cash some tickets. We'll see you next week.